You know that feeling when summer hits and the East Coast just starts calling your name?
Mm,
Today, we're diving headfirst into one of its most iconic destinations, Myrtle Beach, South Carolina.
right.
Think, miles of sandy beaches, that endless rhythm of the Atlantic, and just a huge array of waterfront hotels.
Wow.
Everything from like super luxury to, well, keeping an eye on the budget.
Exactly. Myrtle Beach is often top of mind for a summer escape, isn't it? But we really wanted to go beyond just the postcard
A
image.
little bit deeper.
Yeah, we've sifted through local know-how, personal stories, even dug into those Google reviews, which can be pretty revealing,
Oh, yeah.
to bring you a curated list. The 12 best things to do in Myrtle Beach,
Think of it as your fast track to unlocking the real highlights.
with maybe a few surprises thrown in.
Hopefully.
Yeah.
A few unexpected gems sprinkled in to keep things interesting.
Okay, let's unpack this then. When you first arrive somewhere new, sometimes the best thing is just to, well, wander, right? Get the lay of the land.
And it sounds like the Myrtle Beach Boardwalk is kind of perfect for that initial exploration.
It truly is. It's like the vibrant heart of the whole beachfront experience.
Yeah.
What's really striking is how central it feels.
Right.
It's this mile-plus wooden pathway that just anchors everything. And then, bam, there's the sky wheel.
Yeah, you can't miss that, I imagine.
No way. It's towering. 190 feet tall. It's actually one of the largest Ferris wheels on the entire East Coast.
Wow.
Imagine being lifted up there slowly,
Hmm.
getting this incredible panoramic sweep, the whole coastline, the city skyline hitting the Atlantic.
That sounds like a fantastic way to just orient yourself immediately.
It really is.
Yeah.
A perspective you won't forget.
And then once you're back down on solid ground, the boardwalk itself is clearly buzzing. Cafes, little gift shops, even art galleries.
Yeah, it's a real mix. It conjures up this lively, almost festival-like atmosphere.
So what kind of unique stuff might you actually find in those shops? Is it just touristy things or?
Well, you get the classic beach souvenirs, definitely. But you also find handcrafted local items. Some really unique coastal-themed art sometimes.
Okay.
The cafes have that laid-back beach vibe. It's perfect for just grabbing a coffee, maybe a casual bite, watching people go by.
Nice.
And as the day fades, you can really feel the energy shift. Live musicians start setting up shop,
Oh, cool.
and the nightlife along the boardwalk starts to kick into gear. Plus, if you happen to be there in the summer, definitely keep an eye out for free concerts, performances right there on the promenade.
Free entertainment is always good.
Always. And for a truly massive celebration, the 4th of July fireworks display there, it's legendary. Seriously big.
Okay, noted. So from a, leisurely stroll to maybe something with a bit more of a thrill, let's talk fishing.
Ah, yes.
It sounds like Myrtle Beach is a real magnet for anyone who enjoys casting a line. What makes the fishing scene there so special?
I think the variety is a huge part of it. For the really adventurous, you can book a DC fishing charter, head way out into the Atlantic.
Right, going for the big one.
Exactly. You could be reeling in anything from snapper to king mackerel.
Yeah.
And just the experience of being out on the open ocean, that's something else.
I bet. But what if you're not quite up for the high seas?
No problem. If you prefer to stay closer to shore, the pier offers a really accessible way to fish. You don't need your own boat. Just find a spot and cast.
Convenient. And it's not just saltwater fishing, is it? I heard there are freshwater options nearby, too.
That's right. You don't have to go far from the coast to find rivers, smaller lakes, known for good freshwater fishing.
What kind of fish are we talking there?
Things like trout, catfish are pretty common. It's a different kind of angling experience. A bit more tranquil, usually.
Okay.
And for anyone actually thinking about that deep-sea charter, Myrtle Beach Sport Fishing LLC is one name that comes up as a well-regarded operator.
Good to know. So whether you're dreaming of landing a monster fish out in the ocean or just, enjoying a peaceful morning by a lake, Myrtle Beach seems to have you covered on the fishing front.
Seems that way.
Now, let's swap the rod and reel for maybe a shopping bag. Market Common. This place doesn't sound like your average tourist trap shopping mall.
No, it definitely aims for a different feel. Market Common offers a more, let's say, curated and community-focused experience.
How so?
Well, it was designed as this walkable urban village. It blends local boutiques with some familiar national brands.
Ah, okay. A mix.
Yeah, so you can find unique beachwear right next to, a store you recognize. But it's really more than just the shops. There's a big emphasis on the social side, the cafe culture.
So you can just hang out.
Totally. Grab a drink, relax outdoors, soak in the atmosphere. It's quite pleasant.
That does sound like a nice change of pace.
Yeah.
And when you get hungry, there are some interesting dining options mentioned, like Dirty Don's Oyster Bar and Grill.
Yeah, Dirty Don's is a local favorite, known for its fresh seafood, obviously, and just a really lively, casual atmosphere.
The kind of place you can wander into after the beach.
Yeah. Exactly. Roll in, grab some great oysters, maybe a cold beer. Perfect.
Yeah.
And the entertainment doesn't stop with food. You can even hit the lanes for some bowling at 810 Billiards and Bowling nearby.
Bowling too, okay.
What's really worth noting about Market Common, though, is its event calendar. They host annual shows, concerts, festivals.
All right.
So checking their website before you visit is definitely a smart move. You might catch something special happening.
Good tip, always check the local schedule. Now, another spot that seems to be just a massive hub for everything Myrtle Beach is Broadway at the beach.
Oh, yeah.
This sounds like it could practically be an entire vacation just on its own.
It really could. It's this huge, sprawling entertainment complex. And while it's definitely a major go-to for nightlife, which we can talk more about later,
Okay.
it's also packed with daytime attractions. A fantastic starting point, and one that consistently gets like really high marks, is Ripley's Aquarium.
Ah, the aquarium. Always a
Yeah.
good bet.
And this one's great. It's not just, looking at fish and tanks. It's designed to be a truly immersive experience. Huge variety of marine life, really well done exhibits.
Sounds captivating. And it looks like Broadway at the beach also caters to, well, maybe a different kind of thrill with places like Wonderworks. What's that about?
Wonderworks is interesting. It's all about interactive fun, very hands-on exhibits. Think science museum meets amusement park.
Okay.
Yeah, lots of rides, games, experiences that are kind of entertaining, but also sneakily educational. Great for families.
Right. Keeping the kids busy.
Definitely. And as the day winds down, Broadway at the Beach puts on these pretty impressive summer fireworks shows. Tuesdays and Fridays, usually. A real spectacle.
Fireworks are always a crowd pleaser.
For sure. And then when night properly falls, an area called Celebrity Square becomes like the absolute epicenter for a really vibrant nightlife scene there.
Okay, so Broadway at the beach is truly multifaceted. Now, we mentioned it as part of that bigger complex, but Ripley's Aquarium, Myrtle Beach. It seems like such a standout, it probably deserves its own spotlight.
I agree. It really does.
What makes it so special beyond just being a good aquarium?
Well, I think it's the quality and the diversity of the marine life they have, combined with how engaging the exhibits are.
Yeah.
They're really educational without being dry. And the live animal encounters, seeing alligators up close, that's pretty memorable.
Yeah, I bet. And that massive 750,000-gallon shark tank,
Yeah,
walking under that, sounds both amazing and maybe a little bit terrifying.
it's definitely a highlight. Seriously, imagine walking through this clear tunnel and these incredible apex predators are just swimming inches above your head.
Whoa.
It gives you a real sense of their size, their power. It's awe-inspiring. They also have weekend mermaid shows, believe it or not.
Mermaids.
Yep, surprisingly popular. And there's the See for Yourself Discovery Center, which is great for hands-on learning, especially for kids.
Sounds like a lot packed in.
It is. And a quick tip, if you're thinking about exploring other Ripley's attractions in town, like the Believe It or Not Auditorium,
Right, they have a few things there.
definitely look into their combo ticket options.
Yeah.
You can usually save some money bundling together.
Smart thinking. Always look for the deals. Now, for those craving those classic amusement park thrills, but right by the ocean, sounds like Family Kingdom is the spot.
Yeah.
Roller coasters with an ocean view? That's a pretty unique combo.
That oceanfront setting is absolutely a huge part of Family Kingdom's charm. You get that classic amusement park, fun roller coasters, Ferris wheel, but with the Atlantic Ocean as your backdrop. It's pretty cool.
I can imagine. And during the summer heat.
They've got you covered. There's an attached water park, so you can cool off in the wave pool, hit some exciting water slides. It's a fantastic way to beat the heat.
So you can go from the, adrenaline rush of a coaster straight to splashing around in the water park within minutes.
Pretty much. It
Yeah.
sounds like a perfect way to spend a summer day, honestly. And the fact that it's popular with both locals and visitors, that usually tells you something.
Good point. And worth looking into those combo passes again for both parks, right?
Absolutely. Check for deals if you want to do both. Now, shifting gears completely, let's talk about finding a bit of peace and quiet.
Yes, please. After all that excitement.
Sometimes you just need to connect with nature, right? Myrtle Beach State Park offers that escape.
Trading the hustle and bustle for some tranquility sounds like a very welcome break. What kind of natural beauty are we talking about at this state park? Those hiking trails through old-growth forests sound really inviting.
They are lovely. Well-maintained trails winding through these beautiful coastal forests.
What kind of trees would you typically see there, like classic southern trees?
Exactly. You'll find these gorgeous, majestic live oaks draped in Spanish moss, lots of loblolly pines, other hardwoods too. Walking those trails really gives you a sense of the natural coastal environment, a nice contrast to the more developed areas.
I thought.
The park also boasts its own fishing pier, which is great. And some historical landmarks tucked away in there too, adding another layer of interest.
Oh, interesting.
And for people who really want to immerse themselves, camping is a huge draw. They have oceanfront sites. Imagine setting up your tent, maybe having a bonfire, and just falling asleep to the sound of the waves.
Ah, that sounds incredibly restorative, just the sound of the ocean.
Doesn't it? Now, moving from the, let's say, more purely natural state park to a place that beautifully blends nature with art and culture. Brook Green Gardens.
Okay, Brook Green Gardens. This sounds really unique.
It's absolutely exceptional. We're talking a remarkable 9,000 acres. It's
Right.
way more than just a botanical garden.
9,000 acres. Wow.
Yeah. It's a significant preservation area. It showcases stunning landscapes, incredible sculpture gardens, and even a fascinating low-country zoo,
So nature, art, and animals.
all rolled into one. You wander through these ancient groves of live oaks, some are hundreds of years old, and you encounter this really diverse coastal ecosystem. It's beautiful.
And it's not just plants, right? The Low Country Zoo gives you a chance to see some local wildlife.
That's right. The zoo focuses specifically on animals native to the South Carolina Low Country. So you'll see alligators naturally, bald eagles, river otters, deer, lots of different birds.
Cool.
And for art lovers, the outdoor sculpture garden. It's called Reflect on Peace.
Yeah.
It's truly breathtaking. A huge collection of American figurative sculpture set within this stunning natural landscape.
Wow. Outdoor art like that must be amazing.
It really is. And the Rosen Galleries offer indoor exhibits too. Honestly, it's the kind of place where you could easily spend hours just wandering, discovering something new around every single corner.
It sounds incredibly enriching.
Yeah.
Really inspiring. Okay, but let's snap back to the thrills for a second.
Right. Back to the water.
Myrtle Waves Water Park, described as one of the largest in the South. If you're looking for high-energy fun in the sun, this sounds like a definite must-visit.
Oh, absolutely. Myrtle Waves definitely lives up to that reputation. It's got over 30 rides, catering to pretty much all levels of thrill seekers.
30 rides. Okay.
Yeah, everything from those super high-speed water slides that, really get your heart pumping,
Yep.
to a massive wave pool that's perfect for just splashing around or relaxing on a tube. It's a go-to for cooling off and having some serious fun in the summer.
And those insider tips we found arriving after 3 p.m. for potentially discounted tickets.
Yeah.
And booking a cabana ahead of time, super helpful.
Definitely practical advice, especially the cabana, having a guaranteed shady spot to retreat to, stash your stuff. That can make a huge difference on a hot, crowded day.
Absolutely essential sometimes. Securing that in advance sounds like a pro move.
You really can elevate the whole experience, give you that private little home base amidst all the water park chaos.
Okay, so we've covered so many fantastic daytime things,
It's-
parks, gardens, fishing, shopping. But what happens when the sun goes down?
Nightlife.
Myrtle Beach is known for having a pretty diverse scene, right? What can visitors expect after dark?
The nightlife really does offer something for pretty much everyone. If you head downtown along North Ocean Boulevard, you'll find a mix of trendier clubs and restaurants, more of an urban feel maybe.
Okay.
The Bowery is down there. That's a legendary spot for live music. Seriously, iconic acts have played there over the decades. And you'll find other lively bars and pubs right nearby on 10th Avenue.
So downtown has its own cluster. And Broadway at the beach pops up again as another key area for evening entertainment.
Yes, it does. It's unavoidable, really.
How does the nightlife there compare to the downtown scene? Is it a similar vibe?
It's a different kind of energy, I'd say. Broadway at the beach is more of a spread-out entertainment district. You've got a really wide variety of nightclubs, themed bars, live music venues, all in one area.
Some more choice, maybe?
Definitely more variety in one spot. You'll find everything from, country music bars to big dance clubs, just a really diverse range of atmospheres and entertainment options all clustered together. So, depending on your mood, what you're looking for, you have these distinct choices between the downtown vibe and the Broadway at the Beach complex.
It's great to have those different options, different flavors of nightlife. Now, given its prime location, smack dab on the Atlantic Ocean, it's obviously no surprise that water sports are a huge part of the Myrtle Beach experience. What kind of adventures are waiting out there on the water?
Oh, yeah. Being right on the ocean opens up fantastic opportunities for all sorts of water fun. Year-round, you can easily find surfboard and bodyboard rentals if you want to try catching some waves.
The classics.
Exactly. For something maybe a bit more exhilarating, there's parasailing. You get these incredible aerial views of the coastline.
That sounds amazing.
And people often spot dolphins or even whales from up there sometimes.
Wow. Okay.
Kayaking is another really great way to explore. You can paddle the calmer inland waterways, the rivers and inlets, or even venture out along the coastline itself on a calm day. Ocean kayaking can be beautiful.
Right. Different ways to paddle around.
And for those seeking a bit more speed and excitement, jet ski rentals are everywhere. Plus, you can find sailing charters if you want a more leisurely, wind-powered experience out on the water.
So basically, if it involves saltwater and having fun, you can probably do it in Myrtle Beach.
That sounds about right. Whether you want to ride the waves, soar above them, gently paddle, or zoom across them, the ocean is definitely your playground there.
Okay. Now, our final best thing to do takes us maybe slightly off the most beaten path, exploring the local craft beer scene.
Yeah, this is a growing and pretty exciting part of the local scene, actually.
So it's not just beach bars.
Not at all. Downtown, you have established places like New South Brewing. They've been a local favorite for years. Really solid beers.
Okay, a veteran.
Exactly.
Hmm.
And as we keep mentioning, Broadway at the beach also has some notable spots now. Voodoo Brewing Co. Myrtle Beach is a popular one there, known for a diverse beer selection. And they often have events like trivia nights, live music.
Ah, adding to the entertainment complex vibe.
Right. Makes sense.
And there's even a dedicated app to help you navigate all these breweries. That sounds like a fun little side quest for a trip.
It is the Myrtle Beach Beer Trail app. It's a fantastic tool for discovering the various breweries around the area. Usually has info on their beers, their hours, any special events they might be hosting.
Makes it easy to explore.
Yeah, it's a great way to sample the local craft beer culture and maybe find a new favorite spot beyond the usual tourist haunts.
Well, that certainly paints a picture of a destination with a lot more depth and variety than maybe some people realize. It's not just beaches, is it?
Not at all.
From that iconic boardwalk and those big thrilling amusement parks to, serene natural escapes like the state park and brick green gardens and even a burgeoning craft beer scene. Myrtle Beach really seems to cater to a super wide range of interests.
Absolutely. I think our deep dive into these local insights and, actual experiences really highlights that diverse appeal.
Sure.
Whether you're seeking relaxation, pure adventure, a connection with nature, lively entertainment, or just great food and drink, it really seems like there's something there for you.
Yeah, it feels pretty comprehensive. So as you, the listener, consider all these incredible possibilities, what single experience do you think best captures the true essence of a Myrtle Beach getaway?
That's a tough one.
Is it that breathtaking view from way up high on the sky wheel? Maybe the, adrenaline rush of splashing down a giant water slide? Or perhaps it's the quiet beauty you find wandering among those ancient oaks and brook green gardens?
It could be any of those, couldn't it? Or
Yeah.
something completely different.
It's definitely given me a whole new perspective on this classic coastal destination. Lots to think about.